What's good, YouTube? It's Bug. Stay lifted. This video is for anybody who still haven't hit legend, whether you're trying to hit elite, superstar, get your mascots, whatever you're trying to do. This video for y'all. But I'm gonna get into some tips and just run a couple games. This is my paint beast in the dime time with a couple people from my squad, and then I got a game on my perimeter lockdown just with some randoms. But we're gonna get into the tips. The first tip, you're gonna want to spin the wheel before you play. Pretty much, like you wanna spin every day, whether you get one or two spins. Even if you're not gonna be on the game for a day, you're gonna wanna go get your spins, and you might come up on 40 boosts, whether it's Gatorade, attribute boost. You can come up on a lot of stuff, and it might even be stuff you actually like, even if it ain't double rep or boost. But double rep and a boost is definitely what I go for. But next thing, you're gonna want to set goals. You're gonna want to set a goal for how much rep you getting per game and how much rep you getting for the day. So if you think you about to be hitting elite or a superstar or whatever in 2 days, you don't want to turn the game on in 2 days and realize you only went up 1.2%. You're like, hey. But just keep track of how much progress you're making. Next thing, the game modes. In my opinion, the best game mode is Pro AM threes. It's pretty much the same point values as Rec. I'm sorry, Rec Park. But Park threes, it's the same point method, but it's matchmaking, so you don't gotta wait for dudes to hop on the dots. You don't gotta worry about nobody running. You don't gotta worry about none of that. But that's just my opinion. Twos is less points, but and it's make it take it. So you could get the games over quicker, but at the same time, it's like if you're not getting them over quicker, then you really just wasting your time. But depending on what build you got, your build might not even be a build that's good for getting the rep in twos. Like, so you definitely got to think about that. Like, if you got a half defensive build, you got to realize you're not going to be playing defense the game. Like, your objective is to not let the other team get it at all. Like, really get even if they start with it, like, play D for a play and get the rebound, whatever, steal the ball, and don't let them get it back. But that's just pretty much what you got to do. But if you don't got a squad, or if you don't got somebody to run twos with, if you by yourself, in my opinion, you should go to the rec. But the rec is not the best for rec. It's like in the same amount of time that you play a rec game, you can literally get twice as much rep in the park. But the thing about that is, in the park, you're not gonna be getting if you don't have your squad in the park. That's pretty much the only difference. Like, if you got your squad, I would recommend y'all run the park. But rec is just like, you can get, most people get 30,000, 20 to 30,000 for a rec game, and if you even if you're getting 50,000 for a rec game, you could be getting, if you're getting 10,000 per park game to 12,000, you get 60 to 72,000 in the same time that it took you to get even at 50,000 in a rec. So that's definitely something y'all gonna want to think about. And you don't want to ever be just waiting for your squad to get on, basically. Like so that's pretty much the point. Even if you know your squad not getting on, like, if you thinking about grinding in a career, if you really trying to hit legend, or if you really trying to get the where you, then I recommend get a couple badges on your play or whatever, and grind them in the rec. Get that rep for them. Don't be selling, but I'm saying get that rep for them. But another thing, you're gonna want to make sure you plan the events. Like, see, we in dime time, but you're gonna want to make sure you find the event that's the best for you. Like, I know I don't like all the events. Like, some of them is just extra, pretty much extra to me. Like, and there's some events you really don't get that much rep. Like, you definitely got to be aware of that. So you're gonna want to weigh it out. Like, maybe I get more rep in Park 3s versus playing a double rep event that you're not really getting that much rep in. So that's definitely things you got to think about. And we gonna get into the point values. So the screenshots right here, feel free to pause them. I'm not going to keep them up because it pretty much would be wasting your time. But for it's a paint beast made out of the yellow and red pie chart. So basically like a bigger two-way slash and playmaker. So it's the yellow and red pie chart, and as y'all can see from my passes, I had 18 assists. I got 3,600 points for 4 attack assists, which would be almost the same amount for 14 regular assists. That's 5,200. So you got to know that things cap out, and most things cap out at 4 or 5. So you're gonna want to throw, if you got a playmaking build, you're gonna want to throw four regular assists, 4 or 5 regular assists, 4 or 5 lobs, then go to your bounce assists, go to flashies, and that's basically how you gonna wrap up. You don't want to, you could throw 30 assists and really get like literally what you would get for 5. Like, so just keep in mind that it is cap, and know that for your shot percentage, whether it's layups or shots, you is losing rep from missing. Like, a lot of people just be 2 for 14 in the rec or 0 for 9 in the park. Like, you not getting no rep or no badges like that. So y'all definitely want to keep that in mind. And y'all gotta know alleys, whether you're throwing them or passing them. If you don't got playmaking and finishing in your build, then that's really not what's best for your build. Like, a lot of, like, every build could throw alleys, yeah, but you just know that that's not the highest point value for your build. Like, if you got a defensive build, you get more points for blocks than you would for alley-oops. So with my builds, if they got defense in it, I definitely make sure my block rating is up, and I go for those. But we're gonna get into the other pies. If you got the blue pie, you pretty much gonna wanna catch alleys all game. Again, you gotta remember those cap out. You wanna make sure you get contact dunks, posterizing dunks. If you got floaters and you go for those euros, like you gonna wanna do everything finishing. Like, you can't just come down and catch alleys all game and think it's about to be sweet. But I know more than just slashers, more than just the blue pie charts get a decent amount of points for like posterizing dunks. Like, I know my perimeter lockdown get like 900. This perimeter lockdown right here get like 900 points for posterizing dunks. So remember, you do get points for those, even if they not contact dunks. Even if your dunk rating not 85, you still could get posterizing dunks. So remember that. And so that's for your blue pie chart. For your yellow pie chart, again, you're gonna want to throw your alleys, your different type of passes, all that. Every build, you're gonna make sure you playing defense. Every build don't get good defense points like that, but every build do get points like body up wins and force ball pickups, stuff like that. So you get points for blocks still. Y'all gotta know that, but just know that add up. So if you got the red pie chart, you pretty much going to make sure you locking up, and you still getting points for like your outlet passes and your assists, pass to assists, all that. Oh yeah, and for the playmaking build, for your playmaking builds, your pass to assists, don't sleep on those. Like those is those is around the same, literally, like if I'm not mistaken, like 100, 200 points off from the assist. But you get the most points for pass to assist. So a lot of people pretty much sleep on those. So know that if you got a shooting build, is you cap too. You got 4 or 5 different type of shots. If you in the park, you got four standstill middies, 4 moving middies, 4 standstill threes, 4 moving threes. So if you shoot 10 standstill like 10 standstill middies, like you really gonna only get points for 4. Like I don't care if you green everything. Like you would really look at your rep and wonder what's missing. And don't forget you get extra rep points for your win bonus, teammate grade, and opponent strength. I know I got 9,000 points for teammate strength. So get that. It's books that lifted. Don't forget to like.